Liverpool finds itself in an intriguing position in the Premier League, having recently ceded ground for the second consecutive weekend. While it may be disappointing for Jurgen Klopp's team not to have established a commanding lead before the October international break, the broader picture suggests an engaging early title race. Last week, Liverpool suffered a late loss to Tottenham Hotspur, a result they believed was unjust. However, their draw against Brighton and Hove Albion was a different story. In this match, the responsibility for earning only a single point rested solely on the players on the pitch at the Amex Stadium. Brighton can be a challenging opponent, and leaving with a draw isn't a terrible outcome, especially when considering that Arsenal and Ange Postecoglou's Spurs are only 3 points ahead in the race. Klopp is well aware that Liverpool faces favourable fixtures in the Premier League before their daunting clash with Manchester City at the end of November. With Europa League football on the horizon due to their disappointing 2022/23 campaign, this presents an ideal opportunity for squad rotation. Despite the tantalizing allure of the Champions League, early season progress suggests that a top 4 finish is very achievable. The decline of Liverpool in the previous season was largely attributed to an aging midfield that had remained largely unchanged for too long. Once the backbone of the team, players like Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, and James Milner were no longer performing at the required level, and they have all moved on during the summer. In their place, a fresh and exciting mix of players has started to make their mark. Dominic Szoboszlai, in particular, has been a transformative signing, akin to the impact Virgil van Dijk had in central defense. Ryan Gravenberch and Endo are intriguing acquisitions in their own right, with the former, at just 21 years old, showing significant growth. Alexis Mac Allister, Liverpool's first signing of the summer, arrived from Brighton for a reasonable £35 million. He was a crucial figure for both club and country in the previous season, winning the 2022 World Cup with Argentina and playing a significant role in Brighton's historic qualification for European football. While he hasn't set the world alight at Liverpool, he has been a solid addition. Last season, Mac Allister was a rising star but not yet a household name. But that changed as his impressive club performances earned him a spot in Lionel Scaloni's World Cup squad. During the tournament, he put on a magnificent display, featuring in 6 of the 7 matches, contributing with a goal and a sumptuous assist, and excelling in passing, key passes, tackles, dribbles, and ground duels. In the 2022/23 club campaign, Mac Allister scored 12 goals and provided 3 assists in 40 appearances, firmly establishing himself among the Premier League's best. His performances earned him the nickname Golden Boy at Brighton and attracted interest from top clubs, with Liverpool ultimately securing his signature despite competition from Arsenal and Chelsea. At Liverpool, Mac Allister hasn't fully hit his stride yet, primarily being utilized in a deep-lying midfield role in all 8 of his Premier League appearances. This is partly because Liverpool failed to secure a star-holding midfielder following Fabinho's departure. While Endo is a shrewd addition, he may not be effective in that role consistently. Mac Allister's strengths lie in his ball-playing ability and intensity, qualities that Klopp values in his system. He has improved Liverpool's midfield significantly, particularly in terms of progressive passes and offensive contribution. However, his recent struggles against Brighton, as noted by reporter Neil Jones, exposed his deficiencies in the number 6 role. This has raised questions about whether Liverpool should consider dropping Mac Allister. The 5'8" midfielder has maintained a high pass completion rate in the Premier League this season, but his key pass statistics are relatively low, while he has excelled in tackles and ball recovery, indicating a shift in his responsibilities. While Mac Allister has displayed his admirable qualities, he was also criticized for being casual in possession during the Brighton match. Liverpool has alternatives like Ryan Gravenberch and Endo, who offer different dimensions to the midfield. Gravenberch has been praised for his performances, while Endo brings defensive solidity. Liverpool remains in a strong position, and with upcoming fixtures that appear winnable on paper, they have the opportunity to build momentum. Perhaps Mac Allister could be deployed in a more advanced role, with Endo providing defensive cover. It's clear that Mac Allister possesses great potential, but there is room for improvement in his current role, and Liverpool must make the best use of his talents.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side.